'Cause I've been living life right like I could just die any minute. Going for a ride down the side, PCH, country limit. I don't need a guide, follow lights, take me where I wanna visit. Are you alive? Or just breathing?
With big plans, we set off from Portland, heading south towards California in warmer weather. Leaving February of 2020, we had no idea how the world would change over the next few weeks. Our goal was to ride across the US, then ship our bike to Europe and cross to Europe and Asia.
Oh, yeah. We're gonna touch the Pacific Ocean. Okay, ready? Oh, wave!
Oh no!
The weather on the way down was perfect, besides for some wind we hit in Central California. Other than that, it was wonderful. Our first time hearing of the coronavirus was sitting in a McDonald's in Joshua Tree, overhearing a conversation from a couple other patrons. We had no idea what they were talking about. Blissfully unaware of what was going on in the world, we headed into the beautiful canyons of the Southwest. New Mexico is where we hit our first section of cold, freezing weather. Winds, rains, and some snow. It was also our first experience with the coronavirus panic and people filling their cars full of toilet paper. With the COVID panic going on, these small communities became less and less welcoming to outsiders. We stopped in Texas to visit family and figure out what our next move would be. As state borders started to close, we didn't know what we should be doing. With talks of a lockdown happening, we decided that East Texas wasn't really the best place for us and headed northeast. With things getting a bit crazy, we decided to go back roads, and we hopped on the Trans-American Trail through the south. We never plan these things, but we always end up stumbling across destination motorcycle roads. Crossing the Mississippi was a big milestone for me because it's the farthest east I've ever driven. Mississippi was also the first place we discovered water crossings. Nerve-wracking at first, now we love them. I feel bad for her walking across, but now we know that Doc Martens are not waterproof.
Another water crossing today. Getting my feet soaking wet again. Oh, it's not too bad though. It gets a little deeper right here. Not as, doesn't seem as solid. Oh, what do you need? Okay.
First entering the water, I forgot to turn off traction control and instantly killed the bike.
Okay. Nice. Did it.
That day we had like 6 water crossings, and they were all very fun and quite nice in the hot weather.
Do you want me to meet you? Okay. Thank you. You got a friend that can kind of race up to you.
We ended up spending 2 months in Chattanooga, Tennessee, waiting out the lockdown. It ended up being quite fun. We actually got jobs at Walmart. With things starting to open up there, we felt that it was safe for us to get back on the road and keep heading northeast. We had no idea what the tail of the dragon was until we got there, and we wondered why there were so many motorcycles around us. For my 30th birthday, we spent it in Smoky Mountains National Park, eating cold beans by a bathroom because we forgot to pick up fuel for our stove. Quite an eventful birthday. Leaving Smoky Mountains National Park, we picked up the Blue Ridge Parkway, a beautiful road heading up the Appalachian Mountains. Living on the road with 2 wheels is such a carefree existence, I wouldn't trade it for anything. Since Take Me Home, Country Roads is one of our favorite road trip songs, couldn't help but stop at the Shenandoah River. Hi.
Hey.
You ready?
Yeah.
hanging out in the countryside of Pennsylvania. The bike's over here, hanging out in this old barn or shed. Absolutely beautiful out here.
We spent a few days of R&R visiting some family in Pennsylvania. Since the BLM protests were going on at the same time, it was such an experience to stop at Gettysburg, where so many Americans lost their lives fighting each other. Unfortunately, our camera was overheating, and we lost all the footage from us visiting Chesapeake Bay and going from coast to coast. Since we made it to the East Coast, and there was no signs of the world opening back up, we had no choice but to turn around and head back west again.
It said light rain possible. This is not light rain.
With warnings from locals passing us by, we took shelter from hail in a nearby town.
And now it's, I mean, you can see the dark skies over there, but it's pretty sunny now.
At this Ohio campsite, we ended up fighting off giant raccoons in the middle of the night trying to steal all of our stuff. The storms of the Midwest definitely helped us realize that our tent is no longer waterproof. Also, as fans of the show American Pickers, we decided to stop at the Antique Archaeology, their shop in Iowa. Please excuse my horrible mustache. Since we were going to stop in Sturgis, I figured I would look the part.
That's how you split kindling right here. Hi.
My eye. Whew. This looks good.
Motorcycle tip, camping tip number 82. Motorcycle gloves also work as oven mitts. Remember seeing those? AC?
Yeah,
Where'd you see
that's
that?
awesome.
That was on Route
at
66.
yeah, the Route 66 museum. And that wood paneling, wow.
As car and motorcycle enthusiasts, we always stop at any museum we find.
Those seats are so big.
Comfy cruising right there.
Yeah.
Badlands National Park was a beautiful place to stop, but we were woken up in the middle of the night with high winds nearly tearing our tent apart. Mount Rushmore was a pretty cool place to stop, but we couldn't get up close since they were preparing for a presidential visit for 4th of July.
Some motorcycle maintenance. Using the special patent.
Shiwi? Go girl, yeah.
It also works as a good funnel.
We found a road that took us in the backside of Yellowstone National Park. It was so awesome to experience such a beautiful place without all the crowds. We had an up-close experience with the buffalo, which definitely made us nervous since the only thing protecting us is nothing.
Yeah. Came running too. Oh, these guys are talking to other people. Oh, they're fighting. Oh, they're running away.
Avoiding getting rammed by a buffalo is definitely something that I wanted to do, so I got out of the way as soon as I could. And yes, for all you science folk, they are actually called a bison, not a buffalo, but the common name for them here is buffalo.
Hey, that one's actually a baby.
Road tripping around the US is definitely the best way to see it, so if you ever get the chance, it's definitely worth doing.
I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Like I said, we always stop at any car museum we can find. This one at the old prison museum in Montana is definitely one of the best I've ever seen. Originally starting with Washington, we have made a full loop around the US, over 12,000 miles. Making this detour and turning all the way around was definitely worth doing, seeing so much of the country. I'm excited for what the future might hold as the world starts opening up again and we can venture outside of our own borders. Thank you for joining us on this journey and hope that you stay tuned for more epic adventures as we explore the world.